Well, this is 15th of January 15th of January 2021. You're watching Baklykov live because this is my live stream, IRL in real life. My name is Sergey Baklykov, so this is Baklykov live stream. I'm in the city of St Petersburg, the northern capital of Russia and cultural capital of Russia. This is Friday and the beginning of the day off. Local time 7:33, 1933. You see, it's a peak hour here. People are getting back home from works, and maybe some people already started to hang out because, yeah, like really, here is jammed traffic. But it's already in like 40 minutes, 1 hour from now, it will be way more free because most people will get back home. Okay, so Friday, that's mean the weekends. The weekends means nice events. Nice events means like, for example, the concerts. And right now we are going to the concerts, classical concerts, in a pretty great place where we now gonna go for the first time in frames of my live stream. Dom Myasnikova or Особняк Myasnikova. It's I can translate it the Myasnikov. This is the last name. Myasnikov, he was the first guild merchant, and that's the Myasnikov Estate at Vostania Street, house 45. Also, we can say the Myasnikov Mansion or the Myasnikov House. Well, anyway, this is the real monuments of architecture. It was constructed in 1859, special for the first guild merchant, Ivan Myasnikov. And recently, for a long time, that estate, it was closed for the visitors. It used to, it actually went through the restoration, a huge restoration. There was the company which owned that building and had a purpose to make the hotel there. But before making the hotel there, once this is the monuments of architecture and located under the, it's like under the defense, architectural defense of the city of St. Petersburg. At first, they had to make a restoration there. And look, they spent about 2 billion rubles, which is about like 23 million dollars to restore that. But then the company bankrupted. It is bankrupted, and the bank got it. They just got it. And recently, in 2020, they placed it into the auction, or maybe it was 2019. Well, anyway, only last year, 2020, it was sold from an auction for 550 million rubles, which is about $7 million. Well, at first, the price was more than 1 billion rubles, then fallen down like almost twice, because the real price is actually not the price you want, but the price people are ready to pay for that, or companies. And it was purchased by one businessman in St. Petersburg, Dmitry Zaretsky, an IT businessman. And that was a pretty great purchase because look, he for $7 million he purchased the place where the previous owner made the restoration for like 2 billion rubles, which is $25 million. So it's like every dollar he purchased for only 30 cents, or like every $3 he bought just for $1. This is first of all a good investment. And look, what's the purpose now? The purpose to make out of the Myasnikov Estate the cultural center, like music room for classical music, chamber concerts, also art branches, literary lectures about an art, and more and more. So it's like have to be a whole cultural place. And already now there's so-called music room, the music room. Now where we go, the event's actually considered like a music room or music salon. It's the Strauss, Johann Strauss Gala concerts with the festival Symphony Orchestra conducted by Daniil Krasnov and special guest Ekaterina Fenina, soprano voice. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. So I'm now walking through Nevsky Prospect. At the beginning of the concert, I guess you already guessed that. I believe you already guessed it, that the beginning of the concert at 8:30 in 1 hour. After I start the live stream, 8:30 local time, the concert must begin. It's going to be awesome because, again, according to the principle of my live streams, I am trying to film in the places where I never filmed before. And now the Myasnikov Estate is exactly the place where I never filmed yet. This is a relatively new place. Because, yeah, it's like was constructed in 1859, but as a public space, public cultural space, became available less than a year ago. Keep joining to this live stream. If you want a cultural time in absolutely awesome cultural St. Petersburg, keep joining, okay? Neil McDonald, hi. I've got your email. Thanks so much. Big time. Whoa. You have to keep it pretty clear. That's it. It's awesome. It's great and powerful. I'm in Hatar. Hi. I'm SPB. J. Lewis. Rishabh Sethi. Hi. Elizabeth Calderon. And everybody. My name is Sergey Baklykov. I began another live stream. The temperature today, minus 16. But no wind, and again, it's, however, you feel it's like just okay, especially if you're in a appropriate outfit like me. I'm in a sweater, I'm in a warm boots, in a coat, in a hat. Tomorrow it's gonna be like minus 15, minus 17 degrees Celsius, but already in the next 5 days. After that, like to Wednesday, Thursday, the temperature will get back to minus 1 degrees. So it's like we'll getting back to normal. It will get way warmer. But for me, even now it's warm. You see, I don't even use the gloves. And here was a little snowfall. If you remember yesterday when I walked exactly here already wasn't the snow, but now some snow. Here wasn't snow, not too much, but it was here. What is really makes me happy that an iPhone 11, Apple iPhone 11 that I use is really okay, feeling okay in a Russian winter. And this is like a maximal temperatures. There was like minus 16, minus 17 in Ufa when I was in Ufa 2 weeks ago, 1 week ago, and now. And iPhone doing pretty well. This is the most glamorous intersection because here on every corner, here is a luxury store. Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Bulgari, Rolex. Here is Chanel and Fendi. Fendi there. Also Gucci, Givenchy. You see that? Gucci, Givenchy, Valentino. So the most glamorous intersection. But I never go to these stores. I'm not that rich. Okay, now from Nevsky Prospect, I'm gonna turn right to Poltavskaya Street. So Apple iPhone 11 absolutely can't handle the Russian banya, but it can handle Russian winter pretty well. Okay, so here is where I'm gonna turn to the right from Nevsky. Let's go. Poltavskaya Street. And now I'm going to show you the place, which is actually also could be called like Five Corners. You remember that place which is called Five Corners, where is Rubinstein, Загородный проспект, Разъезжая, Lomonosov Street. But here is something like that as well. But nobody never called it Five Corners. Those technically, there I will show you now, also Five Corners. The flower stores opened 24/7 in Russia. I used to tell you that here in Russia, if your flower store is not open 24/7, forget it. You're gonna bankrupt. The long traffic lights 10 seconds to go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we'll show you now the place, which is technically also like 5 corners. But it's not as famous as 5 corners on Rubinstein. And nobody call it 5 corners. The trolley bus. Okay, so this is it. This is it. Technically also 5 corners. Look, the second Soviet street. Mytninskaya street. Bakunina street. Poltavskaya. And this is also Bakunina. Okay, now I'm gonna turn left to the second Soviet street. Second Soviet. Look, here is 10 streets called Soviet, Sovetskaya. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. They all, and up to 10th, they all goes parallel to each other, next to each other. And now, look, historically, they were called Рождественские улицы. Первая Рождественская, вторая. It's like nativity streets. And now, people who are living here, they actually collecting the signatures to the petitions about the returning of the historical names of the streets to Рождественские streets. In their petition, the residents, they appeal to the historical meaning of the streets. The thing is that names of the streets are historical, the original historical names. And the thing is, all the architecture here is pre-revolutionary architecture. So here is nothing Soviet except just its name. So it's actually a natural name for the streets. Let's say here in St. Petersburg we have many truly Soviet neighborhoods, districts, like, for example, Moskovsky or Kupchino. But here, this area, that's definitely pre-revolutionary era districts. Meanwhile, 7:52. The beginning of the concert, 8:30. Well, traditionally we will come in a time. We'll come in time. Welcome to St. Petersburg. If you want to have a cultural time, stay tuned. Sparkles, cool, yeah, thank you very much for the first super sticker in this live stream. I'm now going in direction of Ligovsky Prospect. From there I will get to Vostania Street, which is a former Znamenskaya Street, and we'll go to the house 45. Myasnikov, the Myasnikov house, or the Myasnikov Estate, or the Myasnikov mansion. I'm not sure how to translate it. It's more correct to English. In Russian it's особняк Myasnikova, what means like a really big fancy house, mansion or estate, because there is not only just one house, there's also like some associate buildings, little associate buildings, and also there used to be a horse stall. Mansion. Okay, yeah. The Myasnikov Estate or the Myasnikov Mansion. I'm really looking forward now to get there, because I myself never visited it yet. Oi. My gimbal getting crazy when I touch it at such a weather like -15. Okay, restored it. The second Soviet street I walk through, or the second Rождественская, the second Nativity Street, the former name of the street. The residents now fight to rename to get back to basics. This is the hospital for children. You remember when a little bit more than a month ago I went to Octo Park and Vika fallen down to her spine? We delivered her exactly here. Here is like a traumatic department. Let me remind you that now everything is okay. Okay, finally we go. So the second Soviet street. This is the ambulance cars. That is how Russian ambulance. So this is Ligovsky проспект. Now I'm gonna turn left to Ulyana Gromova Street. This is a really small street. You see, like maybe 150 meters, and you see that building? That's the grammar school of my daughter. That's where my daughter studied. I used to show that. It's a so-called Poles grammar school, because initially it was an institute of noble modern. It's like the school for the girls from noble families. But in the Soviet days it was turned into just a regular grammar school. Well, it's not completely regular, because this is a grammar school. The only difference between this school and the regular schools in Russia that here is they are making the hit on learning the languages. English 6 days a week and French language 2 days a week.
Проходите, молодой человек.
Ramon Gonzalez. I almost hit the girl there. Okay, so 1799. Constructed as an institute of noble maiden. So this year, 2021, this is already 222 years. Recently, like 1 year ago, here was made a restoration of the facade and the roof. They spent $2 million to restore the facade and the roof, and now it looks like new. So now this is a grammar school 209 or 209, Poles grammar school, because historically the building was constructed by an order of Tsar or Emperor Paul. Okay, so that's how I've got to Vastania Street, and just now I have to go straight forwards until we'll meet the Myasnikov Estate. I guess maximum like 10 minutes to go by walk. Friday, so the places are getting filled in. Zhukovsky, an intersection of Vostany and Zhukovsky. Look, Zhukovsky Street. You remember a month ago I was making a bar hopping here, and I told you that this is a great alternative to Rubinstein Street. And look, you see, that's the concert hall called Oktябрьский, October's. In 1973 here performed Elton John. Actually, Elton John in the Soviet days was one of not many Western artists accepted by the Soviet government. And so yeah, Elton John was coming here, performed here since 1973, and the Melody record label, the Soviet record label, released the vinyls, Elton John albums. And Zhukovsky Street, that goes starting from there. Yeah, this is a great alternative to Rubinstein. And it's now getting more popular around the locals as the bar street. Because it's like, so Rubinstein became too popular. Like everybody goes there, it's full of tourists. At the moments when Zhukovsky don't have that fame yet, and they're mostly locals. At the same time, there's a lot of bars as well, like Lebovsky Bar, Test Tube, Laboratory Bar, Liverpool Bar, Dead Poets, Blue Pushkin, Al Capone Charity Bar. Same about Nekrasov Street. Okay, 8:06. 8:06. 24 minutes to go. And we're almost there. Sergey, did you ever live stream Tchaikovsky Grave? Sure. Use the search. Hello to everybody who keep joining. This is Baklykov Live. We are going to the Myasnikov Estate, or the Myasnikov mansion. This is historically the mansion constructed special for the first guild merchant, Ivan Myasnikov. But now it is belonging to one St. Petersburg businessman who recently in 2020 purchased that through the auction, and now want to make there something like a cultural center, a whole full-featured cultural center. And something already works there, like an art branches, literary lectures, and so-called the music room, or as we call it here in Russian language, music saloon. It's like chamber classical concerts. And we are going to one of those classical concerts. Johann Strauss, Gala, Music Room. There will be the concert performed by so-called festival scene conducted by Daniil Krasnov, the special guest, the opera singer Ekaterina Fenina, soprano voice. Okay, so that's it. It's already here. You see that? One of St Petersburg lanes. Okay, there we go. 8:10. We came right in time. 20 minutes for the beginning of the concert yet. Okay, dudes. Let me introduce you the Myasnikov Estate, or the Myasnikov Mansion. Vostania Street, House 45. Constructed in 1859 by an architect Alexander Gemilian, special for the first guild merchant Ivan Myasnikov. Yeah, so here is like the whole house. Also, there's the territory next to the house, some associated small buildings, and also there was the horse stall. For all time. I mean, for the last years, it was not available for visiting, just regular visits. But last year, 2020, it was purchased by St. Petersburg businessman. And look, what's interesting, that at first it used to be the under ownership of another company that wanted to make the hotel here, like a probably luxury hotel. But once this is the architectural monuments, the monuments of architecture under a strict defense of the governments, before they will make the hotel there, they had to restore it. The restoration, as far as I read online, the restoration was worth 2 billion rubles, which is like nowadays $25 million. But then the company bankrupted, and the bank taken it off because they probably was taking the loan from the bank. And the bank finally in 2019, 2020 placed it to the auction. And at first the price was like 1.2 billion rubles, which is about like maybe 13 million. But finally the price fallen down to 550 million rubles, which is about $7 million. And that's it. So the real price somebody was ready to pay for this was $7 million. And I don't know, maybe it's good that they never made the hotel here, because now the new owner, an IT guy, actually kind of young IT guy, relatively young IT guy, wants to make here the full-featured cultural center. And some of it's already realized. Like, for example, the art branches, lectures about literature, and chamber music concerts. Okay, let's get in. Well, traditionally, like everywhere, I paid for my ticket online. I've paid 2,500 rubles, which is like, I don't know, 35 bucks. Let's get in. I invite you together with me. So, are you ready to get in? Let's get in. Dear dudes. The Myasnikov Estate, or the Myasnikov Mansion. Здравствуйте. Да. Здравствуйте.
Скажите, пожалуйста, вашу фамилию.
Baklykov. Baklykov.
Сергей.
Да, все верно.
Можно, пожалуйста, вашу карту измерить?
Конечно же.
Подождите, не уходите. Это ваша программка на сегодняшний вечер, а это ваша маска на сегодняшний вечер. Средства индивидуальной защиты, маска будет антисептик на ваше усмотрение. Это не плавайте. Гардероб по первой лесенке налево и проходите, пожалуйста, на второй этаж и мешайте шампанским. Хорошего вечера.
Хорошо. Но так-то в целом я оговаривал съемку.
Я знаю, просто
Да?
я имею в виду
Хорошо.
про средства индивидуальной защиты.
Хорошо, спасибо. As I told you, 1859. The building was constructed in 1859 for first guild merchant. Спасибо. So we are inside of the Myasnikov Estate. Okay, I need to find the cloakroom. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте.
Съемки уже начались?
Да. Это лайв.
Приятного вечера. Без бутербродов у нас нету.
Хорошо.
Любой сможете взять.
А?
Любой сможете взять.
Хорошо.
Что
The
продаете?
program.
Добрый вечер. Добрый. Он добрый сегодня, вообще прекрасный. И погода держит с нами.
И жизнь прекрасна.
Ну, конечно, жизнь прекрасна. А погода, смотрите, сегодня какая красивая.
Какая сегодня
Погода.
погода? Погода?
Дождик, снег.
Okay. Yes, the champagne here included. Прекрасно. Прекрасно.
С правой стороны фуршетная линия у нас уже готова, и по цвету сам зал.
But traditionally having a problem with my hair.
Второй этаж, с правой стороны у нас
A lot of windows, so not gonna be problems with LTE. How much is the ticket? $35 or like 2,500 rubles. Ten minutes to go. Well, maybe 15. Usually never starts like minutes, a minute. Здравствуйте. Да, да.
Мы готовы.
Здесь что? Здесь что, куда?
Что?
Здесь что?
Здесь у нас находится буфет, где вы можете угоститься водой, морсом, игристым, ну и еще разным вином.
А
Здесь вы будете слушать концерт.
Все, понял.
А там вы можете пойти в город.
Да, тут же свободная рассадка. Понял. Спасибо.
Любой свободный.
Хорошо, спасибо. Okay, here is a free seating. I mean, like, your place is the one where you will sit down. So, dudes, if you want a cultural time, stay with me. Myasnikov Estate in all its beauty. Yeah. And look, this the businessman who recently purchased this mansion, he said that it was absolutely great investment because look, he purchased it for like $7 million, but the restoration that was made here with the bankrupted company into the restoration was 2 billion rubles, which is like 25 million. So it's like every $3 he bought for one.
Если вы посмотрите на плафон, очень праздничный такой плафон, видите, путь, держащий карту с латинским словом приветствия, сальве, ну, соответственно, это слово прощание. То есть они нас и приветствуют, и выходит после концерта.
Okay, Jay, for the ticket. Have fun, Sergey. Thanks so much.
Здесь у нас
Wow.
представлен портрет, это красочный портрет, изображающий последнего владельца Николая Анатольевича Кравчевского. О нем расскажу. Давайте пройдем сверху. Не покажу вам ни одного из мясников. тем не менее, Мясниковы в итоге продают особняк некоему Александру Николаевичу Варгунину. Вообще, семья Варгуниных стала достаточно известна в Петербурге. Они организовали пищебумажную фабрику. То есть все это были люди состоятельные, это все были люди, владеющие различными источниками дохода. Здесь у нас представлены на фотографии как раз здание пищебумажной фабрики.
In 2008, this restoration was admitted as the best so far back in those days in St. Petersburg.
Wow. The garden. Wow. Myasnikov had a good living together with his brother, first guild merchant. Fourchettes. In the price already included some wine, water, and just some small appetizers that you can get. Or maybe just a juice, компот. Это красное? Это красное, да? А? Окей. Здесь по карте оплата.
Понял, понял. Okay, so alcohol is free, but those appetizers are not free, actually. But the main thing, alcohol is free. I mean, it's not free, but already included into the price. No? Yes, $35. I think this is pretty reasonable for concerts and drinks. Awesome. The musicians already getting to the scene. The orchestra called Festival Symphony Orchestra. Okay, let's get the place, the seat. I believe an acoustics also gonna be good here. Okay, there's the bell ringing. Is it the first bell? It's probably the first bell. And now here is the program. We can see what is here. So the concert's gonna be consisted of two parts. Here is at first an overture to operetta called Die Fledermaus, what means the bat. Then the Orlovsky toast from the Betz operetta, Polka Trick-Track, the Tales of Vienna Forest or Vienna Woods, not sure how to translate it, Polka on a Hunting, Emperor's Waltz, Kaiser Walzer, the train to enjoy, or the train of enjoy, Spring Voices, another piece from the Betz operetta, Roses from the South, Polka Champagne. And in the second part, there's mostly valses and polkas and one march. Having an awesome time here in the Myasnikov Estate. This is a cultural night in St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg. It's a quintessential of history, culture, architecture, arts, and music. It's not just the words, it is so.
Добрый вечер, дорогие друзья! Мы рады приветствовать вас здесь, у нас в гостях, в особняке Мясникова. И перед тем, как мы начнем, я хотела бы представить вам управляющего этого прекрасного особняка, Ekaterину Фенину. Она хотела бы сказать вам пару. Прошу приветствовать.
The greeting words from administrator.
Друзья, я вас приветствую. Я думаю, что настало время снять маску. Во-первых, я хочу поздравить вас всех с Новым годом, с наступившим. Мы будем надеяться, что этот год будет более благосклонен к нам, чем предыдущий. И как вы успели заметить, мы подготовили вам сюрприз. У нас до сих пор царит радостная и праздничная атмосфера, и будем надеяться, что она распространится на весь год. В этом году у нас будет много интересных сюрпризов, мы будем расширять нашу программу, дополнять ее. Пожалуйста, следите за нашей афишей, и мы ждем вас в этом году. Сегодня я желаю вам прекрасного вечера, замечательного настроения. Спасибо.
Спасибо.
Дорогие друзья, Штраусс – это брызги шампанского, это вальсы, это польки. И мне кажется, что сегодня мы не будем с вами много разговаривать. Я не буду вам рассказывать об этих вальсах и польках. Вы все поймете сами, и все увидите сами.
Festival Symphony Orchestra conducted by Daniil Krasnov getting to the scene. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, big time. Enjoy cultural weekends. Awesome. That's awesome. Cultural night here on Baklykov Live.
St. Petersburg, the Myasnikov Estate.
awesome, awesome time here at the Myasnikov Estate. Enjoy this. Johann Strauss. What an awesome Friday night. Awesome Friday night. Прекрасно. Прекрасно.
Awesome. Awesome. Big time. What a night here in St. Petersburg, the Myasnikov Estate. Awesome. This is an awesome Friday night in St. Petersburg. Well. So seems like the end of the first part. An intermission now, and we will get back. Tchaikovsky, the Nutcracker, now sounds here. Awesome. Whoa. Okay, 15 minutes intermission, and we'll continue.
the garden inside. Okay, let's take a break. Фуршет. Прекрасно. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that we are having a great Friday, that's for sure. In a new for us place, the place that I myself personally visiting for the first time, and for the first time introduce it to you together with the Festival Symphony Orchestra. I am trying to follow for my concepts all the time, bringing the new stuff for you. A wide range of variety, just whenever I can. If I can't, okay, so like we go to Nevsky or something, but whenever I can, we go to the new places, to the new stuff, new events. That's really good that this mansion got a second life. This is awesome. It got a second life. I think that finally got to the right hands. It's never worked out to make the hotel here, okay? So maybe it's not accidentally. Maybe it's not accidentally. Maybe the bad luck for the previous company that used to own it, and they wanted to make the hotel here. So that's why here was the bad luck, because this place don't have to be the hotel. It have to be the cultural center. And the new owner, as I told you, the new owner who bought this building from the auction last year wants to make a full-featured cultural center here. And it already works. It already works. Not everything yet, but at least the art, so-called art branches, literary lectures, and such a chamber concerts, which actually called like music room, or we call it in Russian language music salon. It's like when it's just a music room, music concert, classical music concerts. So that's it. So here it already works. Not to mention, of course, like the tours just around the mansion. You guys have to keep it pretty clear that St. Petersburg is a quintessential of a history, culture, architecture, arts, literature, and music. Sergey, the great streamer, Kajin guy, yes, I am. I hope you all enjoy this. No worries, no worries.
Я за тобой прям. Ну, за тобой какая-то машина, я вот за ней. Слегка чистенько.
Россия. Tchaikovsky, 1812 Overture. That's awesome. Sounds here on the background during the intermission, which is also cool. By the way, do you know that probably at the 13th of January I will go to Moscow because there's going to be a historical event for the first time for all the history of National Symphony Orchestra of the Republic of Bashkortostan of Russia. They will go to Moscow to perform in Moscow State Conservatory, in the concert hall of Moscow State Conservatory. And I, as the guy who was born in Ufa in the Republic of Bashkortostan, most probably will go there to support the guys and to make the live stream from there. That's going to be great. Of course, the concerts conducted by Dmitry Krukov. Amazing experience. Greetings from São Paulo, Brazil. Glos Gomes. Thanks so much. Thank you. Thank you for appreciation. Is St. Petersburg a portal to heaven? It is heaven. Joe Hernandez, that music relaxed me. What great musicians Russia has. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, St. Petersburg having a conservatory, okay, and not only all the best musicians comes out of or St. Petersburg State Conservatory or Moscow State Conservatory or Conservatory, how to say. Okay. Let's go. Let's get back to the place, to the seats. What an awesome place. What an opening, if I can say so. I mean, like opening, like finding out about something what you never knew before. I mean, I knew about this before, But I mean, to come here by myself. Yes, discovery. What a great discovery today. Finally. It's been a while since I wanted to come here, but finally I'm here. Wow, I really think that this is some kind of destiny, or how to say, fate and magic, that the previous company that used to own this building and wanted to make it a hotel here bankrupted. And it finally got to the new owner who working on turning this into the cultural space. Full-featured cultural space. Do you think this is some kind of destiny, some kind of magic, some kind of fate? How to say, I don't know. Some kind of rock. What you think? Fritz Dusters, thanks so much for a great appreciation of what I do. Let me tell you that those who joined later, let me tell you that we are in the historical city center. This is the mansion that was built in 1859, special for first guild merchant Ivan Myasnikov. So Myasnikov, this is the last name. This is the family, the merchant's family. Well, to be exact, Ivan Myasnikov, first guild merchant. Special for him, it was built in 1859. But in the Soviet days, here was the hospital. But then it was purchased by the company which wanted to make the hotel here. But once this is the memorial of architecture, or the monuments of architecture, in order for them to make the hotel here, they had at first to restore it. And they restored it, but then bankrupted. And the bank, which is probably gave a loan to that company, put it out, placed it on auction. And in 2020, just like last year, the new owner purchased it. And he don't want making the hotel here. He wants to make full features cultural center here, and some of it's already in action, like the music room, chamber music concerts, classical concerts, literary lectures, art branches, and of course, like just the tours inside with the story about the history of this place. Okay, so now it's the time for the second part, Strauss, Gala. Leger walls, gold and silver, polka tic-tac, waltz from operetta, like I don't know, Happy Widow, march from operetta, like a funny, like fun widow, polka pizzicato. So we are meeting an old new year by an old calendar together with Festival Symphony Orchestra. This symphony orchestra called Festival Symphony Orchestra, conducted by Daniil Krasnov. Show must go on. Festival Symphony Orchestra. That's how it's called. Conductor Daniil Krasnov. Strauss Gala, keep going. Ekaterina Fenina, the special guest here again, gonna sing for us. awesome time here. Perfect time in St. Petersburg Friday nights. What a night. Perfect. This is so perfect. Thank you for sharing this cultural Friday nights with me, dudes. Thanks so much.
pretty good. Just wow. Festival Symphony Orchestra in the Myasnikov Estate in St Petersburg, Russia, conducted by Daniil Krasnov, Strauss, Johann Strauss, an Austrian composer. Gala concert here with a special guest, Ekaterina Fenina. Bravo! Festival Symphony Orchestra conducted by Daniil Krasnov. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Myasnikov Estate. What a night, what a night. I promise you the cultural night today, you've got it. Atom Bomb 31458. Thanks so much. Thanks for appreciation. Браво!
Дорогие друзья, мы надеемся, новый год, который к нам уже пришел, новый китайский уже не пришел, мы его ждем. Мы его так с вами провожаем и надеемся, что новый будет намного лучше, чем старый. И сегодня вам помогали делать этот старый, новый, наступивший Новый год оркестр фестивальный. Ваш друг в этом цветке, ведущий, поющий человек Ekaterina Fenina. Желаем, не побоюсь этого слова, нашей с вами сегодняшней вечеринки. Daniil Krasnov.
Perfect, perfect. Yes, David, that was incredible. Incredible, big time. I told you, I promised you in the beginning of the live stream the cultural events, cultural time, cultural nights. You've got it.
Нам надо это...
Let's once again go through this garden, an autumn garden. Big time. Шикарный вечер. David Elias, this is awesome. Спасибо. You're welcome. Всегда пожалуйста, as we say in Russia. Chin chin. What a cultural evening. What a cultural night here in St. Petersburg. Chuvaks, did you love it? Did you love it? Yes. Yes. Did you love it? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. You have to be ignorant bastards not to love it. St. Petersburg is a greatness and power. You have to keep it pretty clear. St. Petersburg is a quintessential of history, culture, music, arts, literature. Wow. Atom Bomb 31458. Thanks again. Neil McDonald's. Прекрасно. Ой-ой-ой. This is a great time. This is a great time for sure. For sure, dudes. Strauss. Classical music. 19th century architecture. What can be better? Soprano. Soprano. What a night. What a night. You're happy? Yes, I'm happy. GS. Because classical music, the aesthetics around always makes me happy. Architecture, arts, music, culture. Awesome. Olivia Idol. Моя любовь всем в зале. Thanks so much. Thanks for your love. Well, this is our first, but I believe not the last visit here, of course. I swear to God that every square inch of St. Petersburg reflects the beauty and vibrancy of the Russian people. What a splendid country. John Zintovsky, thanks so much. Thanks. Thanks. Here we are trying to keep the traditions going. Awesome red wine. Россия. 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 Very classy evening. Belozersky Palace won't feel the same after this venue. Well, in Belozerskih, once there's a state academic full-featured orchestra, there's more academic atmosphere. Here it's more like, how to say, here it's more like festive, more festive. IMX SPB. Спасибо, Сергей. Великолепный вечер. Всегда пожалуйста. Welcome. Прекрасно, прекрасно. Прекрасный place, awesome place. Kathy Treasure, Andrea Biro, thanks for love, thanks for love. Россия, добро пожаловать, welcome, welcome to Russia. Welcome to St. Petersburg. Welcome to all the classical scene here, to small and grand hall of St. Petersburg State Philharmonic, to Capella, St. Petersburg Capella, to Belozerskих Palace, to the Myasnikov Estate here. So all over the place. Annenkirche, Petrikirche. Прекрасно, прекрасно. And look, what a background of this place. This place was about to be turned into the hotel. Never worked. The company who wanted to do that bankrupted. And now the new owner, he don't want the hotel. He wants the full-featured cultural center. And a part of it already works, like a music room, music salon, like this, literary lectures, and art brunches. It's awesome. Прекрасно, прекрасно. Sergey bringing music and culture to another level. Thank you. Yes, that's what I do. I think it's pretty important. I think it's pretty important to keep supporting the culture, to keep promoting it, to keep providing it. Прекрасно. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Спасибо.
This is Vastania Street. Look, that's where from we came. Vastania Street. This is the house number 45. The Myasnikov Estate or the Myasnikov Mansion. In Russian language, Особняк Myasnikova. First guild merchant. This mansion was built special for him in 1859. You know, it's as good here as I see that most people are not even hurry up to leave. Most people keep hanging out, which is awesome. Прекрасно, вот прекрасно. Ой-ой-ой. And here is a pretty trusty atmosphere. No even the woman now in the cloakroom. You just take your stuff, close and go. Let's go. Спасибо. Okay, 1859. It was a great night, for sure, for sure. This is still the territory of the mansion. The thing is, here is not only the building, but there's also like some associate buildings, and there was also the horse stalls. This is St Petersburg, Восстание Street, Uprising Street. This is it. In case if you came later. So that's how it looks like from the streets, from the outside, the place where we were just now. That was a great discovery, and that it was a great first visit. This was the first visit, but I believe that now, after opening this place, after discovering this place, we will getting back here more often. That's for sure, for sure. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. I think that this was a great. I absolutely satisfied. Absolutely. I enjoyed the evening. Strauss Gala concerts was pretty great. And in that atmosphere, especially in that atmosphere, the thing is, I also, if you remember, at the 28th of December 2020, just like 2 weeks ago, I've been to the concerts of National Symphony Orchestra of the Republic of Bashkortostan of Russia. There also was Strauss concerts. It was in Ufa, and there was like a one thing, more academic thing, in the concert hall, state concert hall, Bashkortostan. But here it was another thing, more chamber, more, how to say, immersive. Yeah, that's the different experiences, but both are great. So this is really great. This is really great. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, big time. Thanks for your likes, for your appreciation. Wow, 325 likes so far. Yeah, thanks so much. See you. I believe that see you tomorrow. Have a great Friday and have a great Saturday and Sunday. Have a great weekend. My name is Sergey Baklykov. This is Baklykov Live. See you. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe if you're not yet. In the end, traditional 360 panorama. Okay, Rishabh Setki, J.I. Lewis, Felix, Frank J.S. See you all. Have a great weekend. Neil McDonald, Robert DeVos, Chris Amidano, Luis Carlos Rocha,
Zach Wack, Ekaterina Che, Michael S.T. Pauli, Soma Lost, Jay Lewis, Puneet, Chiber, you all have a great time. Woo, 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 woo. Carl, Jim Stiegel, CCHR, Benjamin Allen, Zipper Knack, Jimmy Boyles, Andrea Biro, Angela Fire, Seol, Sergio Zanetta. Yeah, you all are welcome. Joachim, Aviation and Travel, you're welcome. Robert DeVos, Don Malone, John Zentowski. Have a great time. This is St. Petersburg, cultural capital of Russia, quintessential of culture, history, architecture, arts, and music.